Hi, everyone, and welcome to another live episode of Voice of Crypto, where we take a deep dive into the top crypto, Web3, and blockchain updates for the day. We also take a look at the top news and we take a look at the price action and how the larger crypto market cap, as well as the top cryptocurrencies, have performed throughout the day. As you all are well aware, we go live each day around the same time on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and Binance. And you can find us on the same place talking about all things Web3, crypto, and blockchain. Now, today is not one of the other days. Of course, we are in a relatively bullish space as compared to, let's say, a month ago. But apart from that, what's special today? Well, it is Bitcoin White Paper's 15th anniversary. And as this day marks 15 years of the Bitcoin white paper, do check out Voice of Crypto's website, where we have done an extensive report on breaking down the Bitcoin white paper for laymen, and this would be great for anyone who wants to know more about it. So, the white paper by Satoshi Nakamoto and how he basically discovered or gave birth to the internet money or the money of the internet. An interesting thing to note for sure, and we will talk a lot more about it. But before that, without any further ado, let's take a look at our cryptocurrency prices and how top cryptocurrencies have performed in the last 24 hours. We will also be taking a quick look at the crypto market cap right about now. So while and this is one thing that I said yesterday as well, if we take a look at the crypto market cap and if we take a quick look at altcoins and Bitcoin, we can see a lot of reds in the market. And and I would like to reiterate once again that we do not aim to make any predictions, and none of what we say on these sessions is financial advice. However, I would like to take the credit of sort of anticipating the market movement. I already mentioned yesterday that we can see a bit of reds in the coming days. And as we can see, in the short term, the market has taken, if not an absolute U turn, then a pivot from the hyper bullish narrative that it had on Monday, that is yesterday. And yesterday we saw massive gains, especially on the daily, weekly chart for a lot of top alts as well as Bitcoin. Now, however, most of these cryptocurrencies are losing ground on their weekly chart, not seeing a lot of growth on a week on week basis as well as hourly and daily basis. However, on the monthly chart, if we take a look at the month on month gains for the top cryptocurrencies, we're still in a better place than we were a month or a quarter ago. So, not really a bad stance in the market currently, but definitely a bit of lowered volatility and more range bound movement to be expected in the market. A quick look at Bitcoin shows us that Bitcoin hasn't really gained ground in terms of price in the last 1 day or 24 hours. However, instead, in fact, Bitcoin saw a bit of losses, and we were being a little bit hopeful yesterday about Bitcoin crossing the 38.5 thousand US dollar mark. However, the possibilities of that seems a little bleak at this point. In fact, in the last 1 day, we can see that Bitcoin's price traced its way from the upper 34.8 thousand US dollar down to the 34.1 34.12 thousand US dollars. So definitely a bit of losses. Even the Bitcoin market cap dwindled by almost 1%. Similar losses on Bitcoin's daily chart as well. On the hourly, again, not much gains to be pictured. However, if we zoom out and take a look at Bitcoin's monthly chart, we can clearly see that this massive resistance that Bitcoin crossed on this day of pump on around 23rd October, which in wherein Bitcoin made its way from 30,000 right up to the 34 mark. It would be a little difficult for Bitcoin to for Bitcoin price to fall down below 30 at this point. However, like we said, we wouldn't like to make any predictions in the crypto market, which is absolutely volatile. And what we recommend, or what anyone, any expert in this space would recommend, is doing your own research and then getting into trades or investing in the crypto market. Nonetheless, a quick look at top altcoins, we can see that much like Bitcoin, most of the altcoins didn't gain a lot of ground, especially on their daily chart. On the hourly chart, a lot of reds can be seen for Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Solana. Thankfully, however, Solana is one of the only currencies which is still trading in green on the daily chart with over 3% gains. We can see that Solana is up on a week on week basis by almost 15%. Cardano is doing decently, fairly well, so to say, on the weekly chart. Dogecoin too doing fairly okay, and same goes for Tron or TRX. If we take a closer look at Toncoin, however, Toncoin has gained over 6% in the last one day. The 11th rank crypto by market cap is sure to make a little bit more strides as soon as we see a bit of greens on the hourly chart. For now, however, even if we take a look at the top 20 cryptos by market cap, we do not see a lot of gains on the hourly chart or the short term basis. So we can expect a bit of range bound momentum in terms of price for most of the cryptocurrencies um, in the coming one day or so. And like we know, we take a look at the top news updates as well as the top coins to follow towards the end of the session. So I'm going to keep it for the end of our session today. But before that, we will be taking a look at the top news of the day. And of course, the top news of the day came in was the event that we are celebrating as a Web3 space today, which is the 15th anniversary of Bitcoin white paper. And this was back in late October 2008, is when the time of money, the times of physical money changed, and Bitcoin white paper was launched. From then to now, a lot has changed. October 31, 2008 is when the Bitcoin white paper came out. That was almost 15 years ago. And it was a jibe at the traditional finance system. And it also led to the cryptocurrency revolution that began and back then and is still going on now. Uh, and this is a little bit about, and we already know that Satoshi Nakamoto, who is the founder, so to say, of the peer to peer system that is Bitcoin, which is decentralized, it's peer to peer, and it solves a lot of problems that traditional finance or TradFi didn't. So if you want to know more about it, head over to Voice of Crypto's website, where we have a detailed analysis on the Bitcoin white paper, as well as a lot of interesting content that you can get a hold of at this point. Moving on, another news coming in the market from Sam Bankman-Fried's lawsuit and the FTX case. While it's been a long, long time since the occurrence itself took place, till now, the news is filled with Sam Bankman-Fried's trial and what discussions are going on between his defense and the attorneys. And in recent news, Sam Bankman Fried's defense team sort of made a last ditch in a bid to get the English law to detail injury instructions. And once again, SBF's attorneys are trying to have the jury oversee his trial, considering the role of English law in governing FTX's terms of services, hoping that that may lead to a non guilty verdict on some of the fraud charges that the founder faces. And the filing also included a proposed jury instruction which said that for misappropriation to have occurred under the government theory, there must have existed a trust relationship or a similar relationship between FTX and its customers. So, how the case is going to pan out and which side it pivots to, well, we already know where the case is pivoting to, and we sort of know what the verdict would be. It would be interesting to see how this case unfolds. And right about now, we'd also like to mention that that. We do a lot of coverage on SBF, FTX, on voicecrypto.online. So if you want to be updated on the case proceedings on a day-to-day basis, go check out voiceofcrypto.online. Moving on, while there was some hawkish decisions from BOJ, which is the Bank of Japan, there wasn't a lot of change in the Bitcoin prices. And earlier, as we know that any major or minor change, socioeconomically or regulations wise globally, would lead to a lot of impact on Bitcoin price. Now, however, we see that Bitcoin has lost that volatility, that extreme volatility that BTC price sort of had. And recently, as well, after Bank of Japan softened its grip on the yield curve control program, which was counteracting the Federal Reserve's liquidity tightening, there wasn't a lot of impact on Bitcoin price after this decision by the BOJ. Moving on, another sort of statement came in from broker Bernstein, who, in a recent research report, said that quality Bitcoin mining stocks offer a good way to gain exposure to the next bull run. And Bernstein also expects Bitcoin to rise to over 150,000 in the 2024-27 cycle. So, going by the report, it does expect a lot of gains for Bitcoin. How it would pan out, though, and whether the whether retailers would turn soft towards Bitcoin mining stocks is something that is still remaining to see and shall be known in the future, of course. However, Bitcoin mining stocks, like the report says, could offer a good way into to gain exposure to even noobs or new entrances in the market. So watch out for that. And right before we wrap our session for the day, we will take a quick look at the top coins, the top gainers of the day, and how they have acted in the market. And also the top coins to watch for today and the days to come. BitTorrent new token or BTT has made its way quite far up there. It's on the 80th rank, my bad, and it has gained over 9%, followed by Cosmos, Arweave, Toncoin, Thorchain's Rune, and I already spoke about how Rune token would be one key token to watch throughout this week. The same goes for XRP, especially because XRP or Ripple rather would be unlocking almost 1 billion tokens tomorrow. So, how XRP price will react to this particular supply demand change is again an interesting thing to watch. For if we take a look at the top gainers, we have Ethereum Classic, Solana, Kava, Aptos, XDC Networks token, and a few more. However, owing to the range bound movement that Bitcoin has seen or Bitcoin price has seen, we haven't seen a lot of gains in the market, especially as compared to yesterday. A quick look at the top losers in terms of price shows us that Render token, Flow, Woo Network, Axie Infinity, Oasis Networks, Rose token are a few of the tokens that have lost in terms of price. Mina token, again, which was gaining quite a bit in terms of price, both on the short term and the long term perspective. We can see that Mina has lost almost 30%, 27% on its weekly chart. So, as you going by the recent losses, it seems like whatever gains were made by Mina in the last 1 month or week have now been reversed. And we were absolutely right. Here, I think a lot of gains from Mina have been reversed in the last 1 week or so. It would be interesting to watch Mina's price going forward. While Mina is still up by almost 60% on a monthly basis, there has been an over 30%, almost 30% drop from the recent short term all time high of 0.89 that Mina achieved very recently. So, whether it can make a, another spike up to those levels or not is something that will be interesting to watch going forward. And that being said, this is it in today's session. Thank you so much for joining. As you guys already know, that we do a lot of giveaways, and for easy access to those giveaways, check out the comment section on our Binance Live, where we have dropped the links to our Telegram announcement channel, and Voice of Crypto's Telegram announcement channel is the place to be for the most speedy Web3 crypto and blockchain updates, from news to analysis to general update to banter, everything that you want, and our giveaways. So I think the TG group is where all of you need to be. Thanks once again for joining, and do take a look at our Telegram group. Um, this is it for the day, and see you tomorrow at the same time, same place. Bye bye.